Hello, welcome back to my channel, Enjoy Plans. This week I am using this printable kit from Pink Planner Shop on Etsy. It's called Fall Farmhouse. It's by Clip Art Kits, and I just love the kit and love the colors and everything. And then I am pairing it with this sparkly orange foil bundle from Crest Press that I literally just had gotten like days before and kind of made a pivot switch to use it. And I forget what the name of it is. We just flipped by it. Anyways, but it's like a fall bundle. And then I'm using espresso underlays from Plan With Me stickers. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've been loving this like foil solid color. Ever since I laid down this base, I was like, wait, I have been sleeping on this. So, yeah, if you are like me and have been sleeping on the espresso solid underlays, definitely check it out. I feel like they are a perfect solid underlay. They'd be cute as like a foil bundle for the right kit, but I feel like this foil color looks really good layered, especially since so many kits have like deep brown wood elements. Yeah, I really like it. It reminds me of over the summer, I used this like beachy kit from Liner Designs. That was also a Clip Art Kits. And I pulled in for underlays like the color of sand that was in the kit. And I really loved that as well and felt like that was, I don't know, it was a good move in my books. And that kind of reminds me of that, like pulling in a color. Obviously, that's not featured in the kit, but pulling in like a very useful neutral color. I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling. Do you know what I'm saying though? Anyways, ever since laying this down, I've committed to like 4 other spreads with espresso underlays. So here we are. It's also called Bronze in Liner Design Shop. They are twins, sister foils. I don't know what you would call it. Every shop has 3 different names, but yeah, so if you're shopping at Liner Designs or Playing With Me stickers, which I do have a code for both of those shops, it's both Gen 15, and you can save 15% off and get my cute freebies for both of them. For Liner Designs is a cute little character freebie featuring both of her little elephant and otter characters. And for Playing With Me stickers, it's a little quote box overlay. But yeah, this week was not fall here in Arizona. Definitely not fall. We had spiked back up to 115 this whole week. So it's just very funny that this is like very fall and autumn. And a lot of people keep asking me like, oh, do you miss like the seasons where you grew up? And I'm like, no, maybe eventually, but like right now, no. But I've always been somebody that like thrives in the heat and thrives in sunshine. Like I need it, and being here has like confirmed that even more so, how much I just like need the sunshine to be a happy person and to function. I don't know, I was on FaceTime with my mom and she was like, oh, it was a beautiful day. It was like 55 degrees. The sun came out for like an hour, and I'm like, that's oppressive. But that's just me in my life. It's really not. I'm just being dramatic. I miss like the fall leaves, but at the same time I don't, because Sadie would just like always try to eat them and get all messy. I don't miss her getting messy with all the seasons. We can just go out, don't have to wipe her paws. I mean, we do, obviously, because dirt, but you know what I'm trying to say. This is a beautiful kit though. Back to the kit, back to the spread this week. It's a stunning kit. It looks like a little magical place. I have very fond memories of growing up going to like farms and pumpkin patches for like field trips and fall outings. So it's adorable. The little pig and duck on Tuesday reminds me of Liner Designs exclusive kit that I feel like used those similar characters. So that's cute. I love the girl holding a little like a baby goat or something like that. And for some reason I really love the egg box. So I cut it, terribly cut, but I made it work and put that on the sidebar as well. here I am just laying down my monthly scripts because it was like a transition week from September to October. Anyways, I completely forgot to say when I was talking through what I'm using that I'm using rose gold confetti underlays from SPC way back when SPC did a a bougie box advent, I believe it was. And she gave, I don't even remember, this was like a few years ago when bougie boxes were like starting to become really big, but we weren't getting like a ton of crazy specialty boxes yet, or maybe we had started. It's all kind of a blur. Let me know in the comment section if you remember this, but she released not foil bundles, just underlays. And I picked it up to have on hand because I was kind of experimenting. And that was when we were doing like a bougie tapes from Crest Press. Raise your hand if you're here for that too. I still have my tapes. I haven't touched them in so long because we've like moved on to patterns, and this is my first time coming back to confetti in quite a while. I used it this fall, a couple spreads earlier, but I've used it a few times this fall, I should say, but I really haven't used it since. And I was kind of shopping my stash like I'm trying to do, and I saw this and I was like, this pink kind of complements really well. And yeah, I was like, ooh, the pink with the espresso actually looks really pretty. So I'm actually really happy with how it turned out, and it felt good to shop my stash, but still get to use like a fun new foil bundle. I do love Crest Press's foil bundles for that reason. I can just get the mini one and benefit from like all the box overlays and the bottom washi and all that goodness, but then I can pick my own underlays because I like the fun underlays and the ones like from Playing With Me stickers that are all patterned and cute. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. You're not stuck with random confetti underlays if you don't want them. So I like the option of the mini and the full kit that she offers. Then, yeah, so I think that's it for foil. I just forgot that one. I was really struggling with spacing here for this deco because some of the deco was really, really big. I did do my Playing With Me stickers days of the week covers like I have been doing in sparkly orange. I just changed up the like colors since I color block differently, and yeah, I really love how that turns out, especially with bigger deco. I think it just lets it breathe a little bit more up top. But this week was a roller coaster of a week. I feel like my emotions were all over the place. It was good in a lot of ways. We got to do like our final walkthrough and sign our final paperwork for our house. And I'm doing this voiceover on the like Sunday of this actual week that you're seeing being planned. And we get to start moving in a few days, and that's very exciting. But that kind of comes with some stress of like packing up and moving and cleaning up the place that we've been renting. So that's fine. But that's been exciting. But this week, my dad's aunt, who we've grown up very, very close with, she's been like my second grandma, especially since my grandma's passed at a younger age. She passed away suddenly this week, and I feel like that hit really hard because she was obviously like an amazingly dear woman and like close to me and my family, and she reminds me so much of my grandma, who I was so close to. But it was so hard because this is the first loss that we've gone through that I haven't been at home and been close to that family. So I feel like that hit extra hard this week. Obviously, I'm still like emotional about it a bit, but yeah, so I feel like that was really hard because not like distance necessarily would have solved anything. There's nothing I could have done or that I'm missing out, but just to be able to like give my parents a hug, and yeah, I don't know, but I think I will be flying home for her funeral because that's just like the right thing to do. So I think me and my oldest brother are going to try to do that. I'm not sure if my middle brother will, but I think, yeah, it will just be good because it's my dad's last like living aunt. Like I said, we were so close to her, and yeah, so that'll be in a couple weeks, which just adds, to the craziness as well, but it'll be really good. I'm actually looking forward to maybe making a solo trip up home, up like back to Washington. I guess Arizona's our home, but it still feels weird to say that, to your hometown. And maybe I'll take an extra day. I'm trying to decide if I want to do sub plans and take an extra day to just get to see some people up there, like my old coworkers, and maybe just spend a day with my parents. So we shall see. But that was really hard. And then this week has been report cards week, and doing a new report card system, a new school, and being in the first quarter is so much. It's so much for a teacher. And then we have conferences next week, so it's like prepping for conferences and the report cards. It's just like, it's a lot, and a lot of new, and a lot of like figuring out how the school does it, and I don't know. It's just a lot. So I feel like I was beating myself up because I thought I had it, and then I learned like new information that changed everything, like the scale. So I had to go back and redo things, and it was just really frustrating. But I thankfully have like a coach at the school, so I was able to talk to her about it, and she kind of like she got some good insight, and I feel like this is when it's good to have like this coaching program. I really appreciated it. I don't need it necessarily for my teaching, but I feel like it's a good outlet as a new teacher or new to the school. I'm not a new teacher, but I'm new to the school, and there's a lot of things, especially at a school that has like really good retention for their teachers. They don't have a ton of new teachers. So you don't know what you don't know. And like to just give her perspective and be like, I wish I knew this, or I wish somebody sat down and told me this, or explained this to me, or gave me freedom in this area, or told me I needed to buy this, like things like that. And so sometimes it's just good, because you just want to pass on the knowledge, so then somebody else maybe doesn't feel it as hard as you are. So that was good. And then I finally got to have my post observation with my principal, and she's amazing. I have been very grateful and thankful that I've had a great relationship with all my principals, but she is probably my favorite, which I mean, I've only had 3, but she is so organized and so just with it. But she is also very kind and gives very specific compliments, which I also appreciate. Like, she takes the time to get to know you and get to know your class. And then, I don't know, it feels very like personal, and I'm sure she does it for everybody, but it felt really, really good to have that check in with her, and to receive that like positive feedback. That was so refreshing, and just like what I needed at a new school when I was feeling so insecure about things. I'm like, I'm not a new teacher, I'm just new here. And you just like sometimes need the people who are above you to just be like, you're doing a great job, keep up the good work. Or like, she was just like, you have a great head on your shoulders. Like, don't feel like you have to do exactly what your team's doing. And like, that was like, I could breathe again, because that was something I was really struggling with, is comparison. And, I think we all struggle with this a little bit sometimes, of just, you want to do what other people are doing to be like a team player, or to like fit in or do the right thing. But some things just like don't work for you, and like, as a teacher, your class and your teaching style. So it was good to just like get that affirmation and freedom. So a lot of good things that came from the week too, even though it was like hard emotionally. It was still really good. But then let's just add another layer here. Also regret putting that full box right there smack in the middle, but it is what it is. That's why I often cut mine and strategically place, but I was trying not to. And then you could see afterwards, I like stalled for a few minutes, like, what did you do? Then over the weekend, I love my husband so much. He's amazing, but he has been on this kick of like, I'm going to groom our dog and cut her nails. And if you have ever cut your own dog's nails before, it is terrible. Maybe we just have the worst patient of a dog. She's amazing, but like she does not like us to touch her, and I refuse to groom like cut her nails, because I just know her and I know our relationship, and we're better to not have that as part of our relationship. But yeah, he went to cut her nails, and he even had like the guard on and everything, but he nicked her and her toenails started bleeding like profusely. And it has just been a whole saga of this weekend of just like babying her, of like wrapping her, because it has like started rebleeding twice. I think we're in the final like phase where it's over. I can only laugh about it because it's really like, in the grand scheme of things, especially with pets, it's not that big of a deal. It's just more like funny, like, have we not learned our lesson with the haircut? If you watch that Plan With Me, he did a at-home haircut that just, it looks beautiful, but it was like Build-A-Bear workshop exploded. The stuffing exploded in the bathroom. And yeah, so it was just like, it was really stressful, and you just feel bad for her. She's totally fine. Like, she's not in pain. She loved it, and it was all good, but it just affected our whole weekend. But then on the bright side, I got to go to my coworker's baby shower this weekend, and that was really good to, like, another happy moment, to be able to support her and kind of do like something social. It was so out of my comfort zone. I felt so uncomfortable being there, because it was like all her friends and family, but I felt honored that she invited me, and we've gotten pretty close. We share a wall and a door, and she's been great, so I wanted to support her in that. Plus her baby's due on my birthday.
All
so
right,
that's the final spread. Let's skip to the end.
Try to capture some of this foil gorgeousness. I love how this turned out. This was such a last minute kind of like throw together kit, or like spread, and it ended up working out. And sometimes those are the best spreads, when you just kind of like throw together and you're creative, a little improv on the spot. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and this one I feel like really worked. And I haven't done a double box in a really long time, but I really love how that turned out. This sparkly orange foil bundle is perfect, and I feel like for being like kind of a little all over the place with foil, it pulled together really well. I fell in love with espresso underlays, and finally got to use rose gold's like a little confetti underlays that I've had for years in my collection, and that feels like, whew, so good. Anyways, that is it for this spread. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye everyone.